For the past few years, the dominant idea in tech has been simple. Smartphones killed the dedicated camera. And for casual snapshots, that's largely true. But a fresh batch of supply chain documents and international certification filings suggests something different is happening behind the scenes. The most respected compact camera line in the industry may be quietly preparing a serious comeback. We're talking about the Sony RX100 Mark VIII. It's been years since the last update to this lineup, and in that time, the gap between what a phone camera can do and what a true pocket camera can do has only widened in the camera's favor, at least on paper. Photographers, travel creators, and street shooters have been waiting for Sony to close the rest of that gap. Before going further, it's worth being upfront. Sony hasn't announced this camera. Nothing here is official. What we have are supply chain reports, registration filings, and industry sourcing, not confirmed specs. With that said, let's go through what's actually being reported. Let's start with the sensor, since that's the foundation everything else builds on. The leaks point to a new 1-inch stacked CMOS sensor. To understand why stacked matters, it helps to know how a standard sensor works. In a conventional design, the pixels that capture light and the circuitry that processes that data sit side by side on the same layer. That means data has to travel across the chip before it can be processed, which creates a bottleneck. A stacked sensor changes that layout entirely. The processing layer sits directly underneath the pixels, like stacking floors in a building instead of spreading them out. That shorter distance allows data to move dramatically faster. A faster sensor readout solves two specific problems photographers care about. The first is rolling shutter, that effect where straight vertical lines appear to lean or wobble when you pan quickly, especially noticeable filming through a car window. A stacked sensor reads the image fast enough that this distortion is largely eliminated. The second benefit is low-light performance. Stacking the processing layer underneath frees up more physical space on the sensor's surface to gather light, which generally means cleaner images with less visible noise in dim conditions. A strong sensor needs an equally strong processor behind it, and that's the second major piece of this leak. A next-generation image processing chip, reportedly built specifically to support AI-driven autofocus. The current generation's autofocus is already solid, but it works largely off contrast detection and basic shape recognition. The rumored system goes further, using machine learning models trained to recognize actual subjects, not just shapes, but specific body parts. The camera is reported to track a subject's head and eyes, and to keep tracking even if they turn away, predicting movement well enough to snap back onto the eyes the moment they turn around again. This kind of subject tracking autofocus isn't new to Sony. It's the same core technology used in their full-frame mirrorless cameras. What will be notable here is scaling that same tracking system down into something that fits in a pocket. Reports also suggest the system extends beyond people, with recognition for animals and vehicles as well, which matters for wildlife and motorsport shooters who rely on a compact camera for travel. Next is the lens, which has always been a defining feature of this line. The outgoing model uses a 24 to 200 millimeters equivalent zoom, already considered an unusually versatile range for a camera this size. The leaks suggest Sony is pushing that further toward a 300 millimeters equivalent range. Reaching that kind of reach in a body this thin would require a more complex folding lens design internally. If accurate, it would mean being able to shoot a wide landscape and then zoom in on something far in the distance, a bird on a branch, a detail on a distant building, without switching gear. For anyone using this as a single, do-everything travel camera, that's a meaningful jump in flexibility. Video specs are reportedly getting a serious bump too. Leaks point to 4K recording at up to 120 frames per second, paired with an improved in-body stabilization system designed to work alongside the lens's own optical stabilization. The goal, as with most stabilization upgrades, is steadier handheld footage without needing a gimbal. One detail that stands out for more advanced shooters is the reported inclusion of S-Log3, a flat color profile that preserves more dynamic range in highlights and shadows. That's a feature usually reserved for higher-end cameras, and having it available on something pocket-sized would give editors significantly more room to color-grade footage in post. All of that extra processing power and high frame rate video creates an obvious challenge: heat. Compact cameras have a long history of overheating during extended recording simply because there's so little surface area for heat to escape. That's reportedly one of the bigger engineering problems Sony has had to solve for this generation. Those specifics on how they're addressing it are still emerging. So where does that leave things? None of this is confirmed, and leaks can shift right up until an official announcement. But taken together, the reports describe a camera aimed squarely at closing the gap that's opened up between phones and dedicated compacts. Better low light, more reliable autofocus, more reach, and more serious video tools, all in the same pocketable form factor the line has always been known for. That's everything currently being reported about the next RX100. As always, treat this as a direction rather than a guarantee until Sony confirms anything officially.